Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Longhorns. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Cornhuskers will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Texas's offense will get the first crack at it here. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Complete to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. He leaves it with his back. Fights off the defender. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They go to the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And the third down pass is knocked away by the knee.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the Longhorns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Ginn. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Nebraska's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
To the air, it's Marshall. Rushes on him. Going to try to get it himself. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. And the Huskers will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll start this drive firing. He unleashes a long one. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Armour. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using the quick game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Caught in the backfield, it's Bohannon. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Turning it on! They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. From the red zone, looking for a man. Gets open down the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with the first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack in the 20.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Motion from the wideout. Pulls it and fires to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Back to pass, it's Marshall. Under fire. Makes the grab. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. Fourth down coming up. The Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. He wants to change this route. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Toss sweep to the right. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Robinson looking to pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Down to the 36-yard line, and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Off the play fake. Trying to burn this defensive
Whose fucking guy is that?
He's got it over right. Touchdown, Nebraska. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC would be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
It'll be third and long. Off play action. Gets rid of it. And that's
Fucking ball.
a defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Pocket breaking down. And the defense, got him at the 27. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Cornhuskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Misses receiver there, it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time, man. This crowd really affecting the football.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Bringing the heat. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They kick it away on fourth down. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Snagged out of the air. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Good timing on the quick out. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Robinson will throw. Working that left side now. They'll immediately call timeout.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that that's just very tough to quantify.
And he passes over, and the ball's free deep in his own territory. Corralled by the kicking team.
And this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around, they're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now on the option. Now the toss. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Got a man. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting up a 3 spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They'll go with a quick touch pass. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Lets it fly. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
It's a reverse. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up. But somehow, some way, they need that
fucking kidding me?
ground game.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Huskers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air, it's Marshall. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down yourselves and 1 play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
The Cornhuskers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Hauls it in. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. And the Huskers line up to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll run the screen. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the third. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Robinson looking to pass. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave him the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
And the
Get rid of that face, dude.
And we've played 3. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Going right to work up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Blunt. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
They've got the weapons to stay aggressive. You just made a big play. Let's see if we can take a shot here into the end zone, score, and try to save as much time on the clock as we can.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Marshall. Grabbed behind the line, it's Blunt. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. To the ground with the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Give to the running back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now sliding to his left. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Looking to buy time. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense picks it up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And this is one of those where you go, oof, you start to breathe a little deeper on the sidelines. You felt really, really comfortable having the big lead, +2 possessions in the 4th quarter. But now you gave the ball back. You put yourself in a position where you're going to have to earn it a little bit more now.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Throws to the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. The give to the back.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback may change this route. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, to keep leading the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. This drive will open from the 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking for a man. It's Marshall. Here's a throw downfield late. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Offense in a bunch formation. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab. It's Blunt. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Wants to keep it in the air. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped them.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
A lot of things had to happen for this offense to get back in the game, but how about the defense? The defense said, no, sir. We're going to end this one right now. Makes the big play, gets the safety. Not only do they score points, they get the football back, and the clock is on this side. The defense just ended this football game.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Here's the handoff. There he goes. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes,